Hi there, this is Li-Lan Hsiang Weiss. I am the founder and steward of Armonia Health in Durham, where we offer therapies that help with the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of health. And in this video, I want to tell you the cultural background of myself and another one of our practitioners, Oswaldo Mora, as far as our both cultural upbringing and our spiritual traditions around what in modern psychology may be in the category of PTSD. And I want to talk about more specifically a type of post-traumatic stress syndrome related around an event that is all of a sudden. And so in the Mesoamerican Spanish influenced culture, there is a tradition where if a susto happens, which is fright, and then a energetic cleansing is the first thing that the people would think of. For usually it starts with a child. So they've been maybe frightened by a loud noise like a boom. There's been, a natural disaster that has come through and everything's sort of up in the air. Susto is something that's pretty commonly used as a term of understanding, as well as there's just a healing practice right away that is used, and it's usually someone who does know about energetic clearing. And the idea is that the nervous system goes into a state of shock, like it's in fight and flight. And because traditional medicines don't see a separation between the physical, the emotional, and the energetic, then working on the energetic level of this type of clearing, which usually involves working around the energy field of the person, will then influence and benefit the physical health. And it's very much something that I also grew up with, being from Taiwan, where there is a tradition of Taoism, and because it predates the Buddhist traditions, it sort of falls under the category of many indigenous ways of looking at healing. And for example, it's that type of clearing is also used as a blessing. So I remember that when I first returned from Central America to Taiwan, I was I think about 10. There was a Taoist priest that has a fascinating story of connection with my mother's side of the family, and I'll save that for another video. But we come home, and immediately that priest was called to do a blessing for me and my mom and my brother at our house. And the idea is also that was not so much of like clearing a fright, but it actually is a very similar technique. It works with, we say, the auric field. It's the energy field that we all carry as living beings. And the idea is the same. It's sort of like a connection between the divine and the mundane. And this mediator, the Taoist priest, was the one with the tools to facilitate that. So I wanted to sort of demystify that aspect for those that are of non-Latin descent, that you might see this video, or that tradition maybe either has been lost, or there is a taboo around that type of healing work. I just wanted to do a short video for you to demystify it, that it's really another way of looking at health. And we welcome your questions. The best way to know if this is right for you is to have a direct conversation. For example, if you wish to see Oswaldo, he is free to have a phone conversation with you, so you can see if his way of facilitating this and your intention match. Also maybe if personalities match or not. We always feel that in the practitioner healer client setting, that is an important aspect, just like we choose, who we associate with as far as friendships. So it's perfectly okay to see if he's the right fit. And as far as what I facilitate, though, I don't, I'm not a Taoist initiated practitioner, but Chinese medicine does very much have that aspect of clearing and moving qi ingrained in its philosophy. And it's just kind of explained in other terms, whether, one wants to know about it more of medical terms or more of classical Chinese theory language. So I hope you find that useful, and let us know if you have questions or comments.